2017. Sorry for that. An alarm tussle is brewing in Nairobi's upmarket Kileleshwa estate after an alleged Chinese private developer announced plans to set up over 4,000 apartments. Residents of Dik Dik Gardens have termed the move as illegal as the area is public land and no developments can take place. KTN's Abegina has more.
Chants emanating from a group of angry residents of Nairobi's Dik Dik Gardens rent the air. These lot of residents are demanding for protection of wetlands. The residents now claim that an 8-acre piece of land has been grabbed. According to Aiden Mulata, who is the vice chairman of the Dik Dik Gardens Residents Association, the land is presently valued at over 400 million shillings, and the land continues to be a center of attraction for a number of real estate developers.
And according to the documentation from Water Resource Management Authority, no development should take place, and this wetland needs to be protected.
Maps and various documents seen by KT News show that the land in question is a wetland, something residents argue ought to be conserved.
What we have today is a developer who has not been able to show us any approval for the development, whether it is environmental impact assessment, whether it is approval for the building and so on. But what we have had is about apartments coming up to figures as high as 4,000.
The land, which is adjacent to Kenya High School, is a key buffer that residents say they'll not relent in protecting it.
This development will actually destroy the only little bit of wetland that's left. Yeah, we've got that in Kenya. There's so many small pockets of wetland that have all been destroyed.
We've seen our road reserves going. We've seen parks that are meant for public enjoyment. City Park, for example, and a lot of the parks in residential areas where children are supposed to play. The next thing you see, somebody has grabbed it and is building.
So far, residents have sought intervention from the National Environmental Management Authority, NEMA, and the Water Resource Management Authority, which have issued stop orders to the alleged Chinese developer.
He's a foreign developer, and we don't want to encourage somebody coming from outside and coming and destroying our flora and fauna.
We are now faced with a threat. The threat is development.
If the residents fail in their bid to secure a court order as it stands, the developer will be at will to construct 4,000 apartments in the prime neighborhood.
We're not opposed to development per se, but development on a wetland, no, that's not allowed. Even by law, it's not allowed.
A spot check shows the Nairobi County government marked the land as a no-go zone, something residents say is still not enough.
When you have a wetland, what it does is it allows for what we call groundwater recharge.
According to Nzani, an environmentalist, the wetland has water streams that feed into Nairobi River. Nzani argues that constructing apartments on the riparian land will be disastrous.
When you build on a wetland, first of all, your structural integrity is compromised. I know of cases of buildings that are near wetlands where they come to work the next day and there are cracks.
We have to take this battle legally.
We are confident that we will succeed.
For now, the residents are pushing for gazettement of the land to be a wetland, which will save it from being grabbed. And as the battle for control continues to ensue, the Dik Dik Gardens Residents Association have vowed to remain put as they marshal up a legal team to take the fight to the courtrooms. Abi Agina, KTN Business.